Thank you, our guests, for coming. Thank you, judges. I also adopt the wonderful list of praise this occasion and to encourage this wonderful court. It looks like the keynote address has already been given at the moment in the country. And I was wondering what I'm going to do with my speech. But because I think I even woke up very early in the morning to be sure I have a speech, I will deliver it, but I'll seek your indulgence. If it really is not a keynote address, I, as a good advocate, will associate myself with the speech of the PJ as the keynote address. So, our dear guests this afternoon, a very good afternoon to you all. Good afternoon. It is indeed a joy for me to join you today for the 2024 Employment and Labor Relations Court Open Day. This gathering is not just a routine event. It is a cornerstone of our judiciary's strategic blueprint, the social transformation through access to justice, which aims to ensure that we have a people-centered justice system that is accessible, that is efficient, that is responsive to the justice needs of all Kenyans. And for us to achieve this, we must be collaborative and very, very inclusive in the things that we do, because we do not serve ourselves, we serve the people of this country and we serve our stakeholders. So open days, such as this one, are pivotal in actualizing our strategic outcome, which has been mentioned by the other speakers. And it is deepened partnership that enhances coordination in the administration of justice. And this platform provides us all participants within the justice ecosystem an opportunity for us to bring together the court users so that we can hear from them how we are serving them, to bring judges and judicial officers and our staff together so that we can align our efforts and see whether we are being effective and which ways we can improve in the delivery of justice. That way we are able to address the systemic challenges that hinder the realization of effective and expeditious, cost-effective justice delivery. The ELRC's commitment to engaging stakeholders is commendable. By bringing us together, we create a collaborative environment where insights and feedback can be exchanged between the court and our stakeholders. This dialogue is absolutely essential for positioning the court as a court of excellence. The stakeholders' perspectives also guide us in emphasizing the areas that require further urgent attention and improvement. The theme of this year's Open Day, stakeholder involvement in case management for effective service delivery, is absolutely apt. It highlights the essential role that is played by the stakeholders in our justice processes. It also reminds us of what is happening in our country today, that we must learn to listen and to listen with humility and to understand what is a case management not just the one that has been framed and filed in court, but what is being agitated, especially outside by the Gen Zs. What are they telling us also as the judiciary of the issues that they are raising? We must be able to take out the issues that concern us. The Honorable Sierra J has been able to identify one of the issues, that is corruption, which is being spoken about, where the youth are saying they are dissatisfied with the delivery of services because of corruption. So what are we saying as the judiciary? And I'm happy this afternoon the engagement with the Inns of Court will be able to decode what is corruption. Bribery is unacceptable in the judiciary. It comes in many facets. It has many agents, and sometimes we don't know where it ends, although it is solicited in the name of judges, judicial officers, or the staff. So what we are telling Kenyans loud and clear is that judiciary is a corruption-free zone, and if anybody should ask you for a bribe, please do not give bribes, because we do not ask for any bribe to facilitate anything other than the court fees. So what we are here for today underscores the importance of every voice in the justice ecosystem and our collective effort that is required to ensure that we are all reading from the same script. This gathering of the open day offers an invaluable opportunity to learn about the work being done by the ELRC. We will be sharing the insights and providing feedback of even how we can improve on our complaints management system. We have, under the Office of the Chief Justice, the Office of the Ombudsperson that deals with complaints. We have the Judicial Service Commission that processes the complaints, but we want to hear more on how we can serve the members of public and our stakeholders better. But we are also here to celebrate the commendable strides that have been made by the Employment and Labor Relations Court in the past 1 year. The PJ and other speakers have talked and highlighted the impressive case clearance rate of 200% that has been recorded in the last financial year. Ladies and gentlemen, what this means is that out of the 8,000 cases that were filed, 4,000 out of the 4,000 cases that were filed, the court finalized 8,000, which is double, meaning they have dealt with the 4,000 and eaten in the backlog of the cases. So what this means is that with the time, this court actually might finish all the work. And they may sit wondering who will file a case so that we will hear. Isn't that what we want? Yes. Because they can do more in dispute resolution, in capacity building, and in helping us build a society that is harmonious. Well done, court. Keep it up, and we celebrate these achievements. So, furthermore, the court also recorded an adjournment rate of 7.5 incidents of scheduled court events. This is also a great achievement because I used to be a practitioner and I used to know that there are times you used to have 90% of adjournments. You filed the case, you went to court, but 90% of them would be taken out on adjournment. So this is a big achievement because you have reduced the incidence of adjournments, and we are looking forward to a zero rate adjournments, a court that is intolerant of adjournments. When a case has been fixed and case managed for hearing, it should proceed without any adjournment. I think the stakeholders should be saying amen to this, because that is if you file a case for it to be determined, not to file a case for it to be packed in the courts. So another area where the ELRC has excelled is in the development of social justice jurisprudence. The groundbreaking decisions rendered by this court have provided valuable legal insights and guidance, not just within our borders, but also internationally. We need to appreciate this court for putting us in the international map. These decisions reflect a rich collection of legal thought and highlight ELRC's role as a beacon of justice and national development. The court has tackled various critical issues, including workers' rights. You are told even the housewives of Kawangware have found refuge in these courts. We have determined cases of fair labor practices and equality within employment. And by addressing these issues with thoughtful and progressive judgments, the ELRC has set a very high standard for labor relations and contributed significantly to the body of law in this field. The emerging social jurisprudence from this court is a testament of the court's dedication to upholding the principles of fairness, equality, and justice for workers and employers. Let me take this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to reiterate the message that I have championed in the past, that while litigation remains a primary avenue for resolving disputes, it is imperative that we promote and integrate alternative dispute resolution mechanisms more robustly. Conciliation, mediation, and traditional justice systems offer effective and flexible alternatives to conventional litigation. ADR not only alleviates the burden on our courts, but also provides parties with more amicable, timely, and cost-effective solutions. Conciliation and mediation stand out as key components of ADR within the employment context. These processes foster a spirit of cooperation and mutual understanding between the disputing parties. By engaging in dialogue and negotiations, parties can reach consensual and sustainable agreements that preserve relationships and promote an harmonious work environment. I continue to urge all stakeholders to actively participate and advocate for these methods as primary options for dispute resolution. In addition to modern ADR methods, we must also recognize and incorporate the traditional way of resolving our disputes that has been long part of our cultural heritage, and that is what we are calling AJS. These systems are rooted in our community practices and values, and they too offer restorative justice approaches that emphasize on restoration of social harmony by integrating traditional methods into our formal dispute resolutions. I must commend also our stakeholders who have supported this court over the years, the trade unions, the Employers Federation, the government through the Ministry of Labor and Social Protection, and other partners who have closely worked with the court, enabling it to become a cornerstone of our justice system. Your unwavering support is well recognized for the court, which has really become a court of excellence. We see your footprint in that effort. The involvement is not just beneficial, but it is essential. As we look to the future, it is clear that stakeholder engagement will continue to be a key driver of our success. I encourage all of us to actively participate in the open day discussions. Please share your experiences and give us your feedback. Your input is crucial in helping us to refine our processes and improve our service delivery. In conclusion, today's open day, as I have said, is a reaffirmation of our commitment to justice through collaboration. It is an opportunity for us to introspect and see how best and reflect on how we can tackle the challenges that are facing us and chart a path forward together. I'm confident that through our collaborative and collective efforts, we can continue to enhance the quality of justice that is delivered by ELRC and ensure that it remains a pillar of our justice system. Thank you all, and I look forward to a very, very fruitful afternoon of the discussions of the INSOM court that will emerge from this engagement. Thank you, and thank you.
Thank you very much. Announcements. With your permission, Honorable CJ, we will have a photo session here on the stage with us. I also welcome you to visit the exhibitions, the booths at the back, displayed by various stakeholders to engage with their work. Lunch will also be served after we close the ceremonial hall in the main building. Honorable Chief Justice, I'd like to register the apologies of the Clerk of the National Assembly who called this morning, and that Mbarak is in the audience. May I just highlight the order of photos, then we will do Commissioner, the JSC, CRJ, and all our speakers to take a photo together. We will then have a photo with the judges. We will have one with the... Thank you for coming. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. And